breathlessly. It's
faster.
There's zero interest in reporting the other side of the story. And nothing in my mind speaks more loudly, more eloquently, more clearly to the bias of the mainstream media on this subject than that one observation right there.
Well, let me tell people where there is a little bit of a hope, and that is where you can get some hope, especially on the climate file. You mentioned Tom Harris earlier. Well, he's got a website called icsc-canada.com. And when you go there, I'm there on the page now, promoting responsible climate policy. And he has something called Today's Climate Challenge Minute. It's 60 seconds. He's got one posted now, and I know for a fact there'll be more. But I'm not going to click on it now, but because I've already heard it. But when you click on that, he gives you 60 seconds of why the polar bears are in no danger. And he makes a very short but concise case about why you got nothing to worry about. The polar bears are doing just fine. And he does it for a whole bunch of other things as well. So, if people just want to hear the other side of the story and find out, are we really in that kind of trouble? Or, like everything else, is the mainstream media lying to us? And they're henchmen in the government. Well, guess what? The answer is most likely yes. So go there. I posted the link in the chat room if you want to go and check it out. Listen to it, and then pass that stuff around. Give somebody, when somebody says, oh, we're all doomed anyway, we're all going to die in 12 years. No. Listen to this. This guy, he has people, he has resources in the scientific community that are implacable, and they're not saying the same thing the David Suzuki's and the Al Gores of the world are saying. They're saying, in many cases, exactly the opposite. So, you can run around like Chicken Little screaming the sky is falling, or you can look up and realize it's still there and it's not coming anywhere near, it's not falling, and that the world will not end in 12 years and everything's going to work out just fine.
Yeah, the website again is ICSC, which stands for International Climate Science Coalition, icsc-canada.com. And
did I not say that?
You did. I'm just repeating it because you're on your phone, so sometimes it doesn't come through as clearly as if I was doing it, repeating it on the microphone. So that's all, Nick. I trust you completely. Yeah, it's and it's a climate change moment, the climate change minute, and they're doing a daily climate change minute now. It's an interesting project. So while you're there, by the way, do two things. The first thing you should do is you should sign in for email updates. You should sign up for email updates. And the second thing you should do is make a small donation, because this is a great organization, and they really deserve your support, and they can't get the message out without the support of listeners like you, wherever you are in the world, because the ICSC is an international organization. ICSC Canada is just the Canadian chapter. And Tom Harris, by the way, is the executive director of ICSC, the international side of things as well. So there's a plug for our friend Tom Harris and what they're doing on the climate change file. And the interesting thing about it is, they're not denying climate change is a real thing. They're just saying, guess what? It's not an emergency. There are different ways we can react to it. Let's not get stupid crazy over it. But most importantly, although they don't really deal with this that I've heard or seen, Nick, and that is, it's not something that we need to give our children nightmares over. Let our children be children. Let them keep their innocence. They're going to have their own problems to deal with when they get to be adults. They don't need to be traumatized at 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 years old by people do-gooders today, using them as pawns in a political/ideological battle that is going on right now amongst the adults in the world. This is an adult subject. There's nothing the children can do about it. Let the adults deal with it, or not deal with it. and let the children be children. And that's,
let the children learn cursive writing.
And let them learn to read and write and add, etc. properly. Let them learn the basics of, give them a basic education so that when they come of age, they're going to have the minimum tools necessary to be able to weigh these issues out for themselves and to come up with solutions to the problems that they're going to have to deal with when they're in charge of the world. So that's my pro-child rant today. I did want to say, right, as Morton Blackwell likes to say, just remember, with respect to the ICSC/Canada.com, to that organization, when I say make a donation, just remember what Morton Blackwell always used to say: you can't change the world if you can't pay the rent.
Amen to that.
Amen to that. Nick,
yeah.
Where is the time going?
So going over our shoulder.
Not only is it St. Patrick's Day and we missed that, but you know what else we missed? For the live show anyway? This is our 150th live show.
Oh my good Lord, it's been 150 already?
It's the 150th live show of the Nick and Joe show.
It's a good thing we don't do one a year.
What?
It's a good thing we do more than one a year.
It is a very good thing that we do more than one a year. So I totally forgot about that. I was thinking about it today that we should do something special to celebrate, but you're not here in the studio, so we can't crack open any champagne or beer or, spiced rum or anything like that, Nick. But, maybe the next time you're in the studio, we can do that.
Yeah, we could let the cork fly and put a dent in the roof and know the CRTC can't do anything about it.
Yet.
Well, that's true.
Yes.
Well, Joseph, it's always, you know what, these shows always go quickly. And I got to tell you, 150 episodes, you are a saint, man, because nobody can put up with me that long normally. So it's been a real blast working with you.
Now, come on now, Nick. How long were you at CFRA before they ran you out of the building?
Okay, but I was on the weekends and I kept ducking.
Oh, yeah. Well, those were the days.
Yeah, that was 13 years I was there.
Wow, 13 years. It was that long, eh?
Yep. I've been in broadcast media now. It was 15 years, including the first 2 here at Killaloe, and it's been 5 years since then. 20 years now, 2 decades.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Now we're hearing now what's Mark Philippe is saying maple sap. The spice rum goes with sap.
Well, I'll tell you what. What we will give you guys enough time. I don't know. Maybe we should have some sort of an open house or something at the studio here, Nick. People could come in, and we could do the show live, and they can still can be here. We don't have to do it at a restaurant. We can have visitors right here in the but you have to take a blood oath of secrecy not to reveal the location of our studio to anybody. Okay?
And applaud when the applause light comes on, and cheer when the cheer light comes on.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. Yeah, we don't manufacture anything here. So, oh, good grief. I don't know what to say anymore, Nick.
We'll give that some thought. That'd be a lot of fun. And and remember, it is a COVID-free studio. We don't allow COVID in.
That's right. So you don't have to worry about wearing your mask. If you want to wear a mask, that's fine. If you want to wear,
you're going to have a sip of your beverage through your mask. Okay,
it's not a problem. You are totally allowed to wear a mask in our studio.
Amen to that.
Am I the only person that's noticed, Nick, that nobody's talking about banning masks anymore? Remember, just like 14 or 15 months ago was a major issue. Are we going to allow people to go into a store wearing a mask? Imagine going to your bank teller and wearing a mask. I do it all the time now.
We do it all the time. We do it all the time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have the time for this week. It's been too much fun. We did talk about a few serious topics, but all the same, life goes on, and which means that the Nick and Joe Show is going to be back again live next week, and unless you're listening to us on the podcast, in which case it's going to be live tomorrow night, Wednesday night. So you can tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah.
On ThinkRadio.ca, and just click on that Nick and Joe Show icon. Or you can go to the nickandjoeshow.com, because it'll take you to the same page, actually.
That's
all right,
the
Nick,
rumor.
That's it for me.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll see you all when you're older. And in the meantime, we'll be Caritas et Amor, Deo CBS. Good evening. God bless. Don't let anything disturb your peace. And may you have a fair wind in the following sea.